Well, hello, Zero Nutters. It is the 100 subscriber celebration. Welcome, Nuts, and thank you so much for... Oh, shit. Oh, I crashed. Well, hello, Zero Nutters, and how are we all doing on this fine day? Today, yes, it is the 100 subscriber celebration. Welcome, everyone, new, old, everyone. This is a party. Yes, it is true. We now have over 100 subscribers, all interested in doing one thing, being Zero Nuts. Hooray. Welcome. Let's get started. Now, earlier this week I had a request from a subscriber. Actually, I don't know if he's a subscriber yet, but I would love for him to be a subscriber. I think he is a subscriber. Donald Duck is his name. No, I'm serious. His name's Donald Duck, I think, something like that. Anyways, Donald Duck asked, he was impressed with my studio setup, and so am I, obviously. He asked that I might eventually, sometime in the future, do a tour of the studio and explain its more... I don't think I'll probably do that, but over time, I promise you guys, you will get to see much of the inner workings of the studio as we move on. I just don't see any reason to do a whole show and tell session, because that's pointless, and there's really no story involved in me just showing you all my shit. Yes, folks, this week is my birthday week, and I'm not going to tell you how old I'm going to be, but I will tell you that I am old enough to remember Thriller. I'm old enough to remember Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk. So, Zero Nuts, let's take a moment to talk about gear. All the gear we acquire, the hard drives, the cords, the computers, the meese and the mice and the rats. And once we acquire so much, it often becomes easy to forget about the gear we have and how it functions and how it works for us. See, after redoing this studio for myself, which I'm very happy with, I realized in the back room back there, there was a lot of stuff I've had for years. Things I didn't even know I remembered that I had, that I bought, that I forgot about. And that's a problem. Because it's my personal belief that everything you bring into your house carries with it some sort of aura of you, some sort of energy, a reason, a desire that you had when you purchased it. And you put your sweat and hard-earned cash on the line for that. And that kind of heads back down the trail of how money is attached to our emotions. And how when we crash something like a drone that cost $1,000, or maybe even more in many cases today, it doesn't just hurt our pocketbook. It's not that we lost the money, it really just kind of, So just the other day, I bought an audio interface for my new system. And with it came one of these. See these cords right there. One of these little, they're called A to B cord. Huh. Anyways, the one that Focusrite offered me was just short enough, or maybe I should say just long enough, to be utterly fucking useless. So I went right to Best Buy to buy one of these A to B cords. Now, on the way, I must admit, I had a mental image of what I would pay for that cord. And I will tell you that mental image, my thought process, was that I would pay about $11.95, maybe $13 for this A to B cord. Needless to say, I paid $26 for that A to B cord. Fortunately, I didn't open the package, because when I got home, I went through this. Yeah, all this stuff, it's just been sitting around for years and years. And upon doing so, I found not one of these cords at about a 5 to 6 foot length, but I found 7 of these $26, seven of these cords. Anyways, after finding 7 of these wonderful little gadgets that I didn't know I had that I'm gonna wrap back up, I also found out I have just about every cord for every attachment in audio known to man, in every configuration, be it 1/4 inch phono to phono, phono to single, phono to 3/4 inch. I even found an egg shaker just to keep tempo when I'm working. And that's not even the half of it. I also found these, which I have now put in a box labeled AC/DC. Not for the heavy metal rock band that we all love so much, especially you Australians, but for all these. See, these are all my power cords I didn't realize I was accumulating over time. Wall warts, things like this, AC/DC supplies, mostly 12 volt, 10 volt, 9 volt, and basically every volt in between. Alright folks, let's get down to business, and fearlessly at that, we bring back, yes, the strange and unusual. Welcome back, motherfuckers. We're gonna get strange. Alright, this is the deal. Over the past couple weeks, I've received several comments from completely anonymous individuals. And because of my strong speculation that these individuals are of nefarious nature out to possibly do me financial or informational, not personal harm, but maybe hack my shit, I'm gonna name one of them. Connie. A lady named Connie, at least I will assume it's a lady, it could be a man, I don't know, and I'm going to assume it's from the eastern region of our wonderful green planet, have been soliciting my attention, offering me the use of a free Zero gimbal to test. And then the last statement said, by the way, we'd like to know your first name. Yeah, right. Call me whatever you want. But I find it interesting that Connie says she is from Zero Company. Last time I checked, the makers of Zero Drone were not known as, the parent company was not named Zero Company. I may be wrong, and I'm going to recheck that after I put up this video probably, so that you can all leave nasty comments in the comment box. Maybe Connie will leave one of her own, accusing me of calling her a liar and basically destroying her online reputation, possibly losing subscribers. Somehow I doubt that. Anyways, this is the deal. Connie and your other guy, I'm never going to give you my address. And I don't think I'm ever going to have anything sent to my personal mailbox from China or anywhere from that part of the globe. So maybe there'll come a day where Zero USA or Zero North America will send me official letterhead, not just like sporadic paragraph explaining how she saw 40 videos and she would like to give me a discount on a new one. By the way, what's your first name and give me your address. Yeah. So when the day comes that I receive official letterhead and something more professional and some kind of professional correspondence offering me the opportunity to test one of these new products possibly, which is extremely flattering because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, as my subscribers know, and they will soon know too. If that ever happens, I'd be flattered. And so, of course, following up with the strange unusual, we need to cover the counterpart of that, which would be the, well, not so strange and unusual. What is not so strange and unusual this week? This is what's not so strange and unusual, and I invite you all to discover it for yourself. The fact that the Zero is absolutely, without a doubt, taking off. Zero Drone is popping up everywhere across YouTube, folks. All you gotta do is take a look. Because 2 months ago, if you can follow me, if you're with me, compared to 3 months and 5 months ago, where there were like 3 or 4 videos and they were all in like, they're everywhere now. I'm talking Russia, Mexico, it's everywhere. It's in all over Europe, US, not so much the US, it's still getting into the West, but it is all over Europe, all over Australia. Hey, before I let you go, and while I got you here in the palm of my hand, just because YouTube is the conduit
for our gathering here. I think it's only fair that YouTube be involved in the conversation. If you haven't been paying attention, let me update you that YouTube is rolling out a new program called YouTube Heroes. What a nice name for a really stupid idea. YouTube Heroes is the opposite of trolling. It's basically a bunch of nannies. It's signing people up to basically, well, in a nice way, troll other people's channels for what they consider lewd or untasteful content, in which they report that back to YouTube, encouraging YouTube to basically demonetize that content and take away possibly people's livelihood. Now, this is not my livelihood. Of course, I do have a day job because my channel is a joke. But for other people who do things full-time and spend a lot of money on fancy equipment, this could be devastating, because this means it's just the opposite side of the coin of a troll. Instead of having someone come and just tell you suck, snitches get stitches. At the end of the day, YouTube, snitches get stitches. It's a rotten program. Anytime you set up this Stasi type brown coat snitch on your neighbor, you know it's just headed in a bad direction. On the flip side of that, and well, you know, to praise YouTube, you gotta admit, there's a lot of really fucking crazy channels out there putting out utter bullshit. They make the most shocking claims possible. We all see it, so that you click on it. Basically, it generally revolves around the end of the world, the total collapse of mankind, and other crazy, scary thoughts like that. They put those things out, and they know what's going to happen. You know, 2 million asshats will click on that, and they make a lot of freaking money off that. And that, to me, is a ridiculously unfair playing field. Because while other people are out creating, as creators, original content that is entertaining, these asshats are just out copy pasting other journalists' hard work, and then kind of wrapping their own bullshit story around it, and basically selling it and promoting it as truth. So I do think that this new demonetization of channels that promote that kind of bullshit really actually creates a level playing field. Remember, YouTube is not saying, hey, you can't have that channel. You still have the freedom. You can cuss, you can put out bullshit, I cuss, you can do whatever you want. They're just saying, hey, we're not going to promote that, we're not going to monetize it. And I don't know, do you want your company advertised on some channel that says, you know,